Retrodude. Yeah! Starting at number 5, we have the Neo Geo Pocket by SNK. Also Neo Geo people. Yeah, oh my goodness, I had great fond memories of my own nostalgia gaming heaven from my past days when I was up in Sunderland. I gazed upon its beautiful aesthetic of the handheld design. It looked very arcadey, very cool, and I like the fact that analog stick had multi switches. It was very close to the Neo Geo MVS and all that stuff, AVS control layout, brilliant, fantastic. The amount of great exclusive games were on this thing, especially Samurai Shodown, Fatal Fury, Metal Slug, and the exclusive deal with Sega to put Sonic on this thing was a brilliant thing, and the sound synthesizer was just beautiful, gives me tears of happiness and joy and still. And I like the fact, if you turn it on without the cartridge, you can get a pocket menu that has calendar, world time, horoscope, alarm, setting. And it's sort of like a mini version of a PDA that was better than the Gamecom. Yeah, you heard me right. SNK did it better. Yeah, and oh my goodness, it's a shame it ceased after the dominance of still the Game Boy, and the Game Boy was just triumphant in great exclusives, but then Neo Geo could have had more games, and yes, it's a real shame, but the cartridges are really cool and tiny and very cute though, so that's why it deserves to be at number 5, guys, the Neo Geo Pocket. Thank you. Here we are, guys, the Game Boy Color that I grew to like back in when I was very, very teenager years. Yes, I remember playing a lot of awesome Game Boy Color games that you can play. Awesome Zelda games like Oracle Ages and Oracle Seasons, and Metal Gear Solid Babel was one of my favorite games on this awesome handheld system. And it had a beautiful amount of projected more colors onto the screen than the original Game Boy. It was a lot faster than the original Game Boy, so that's even a great bonus. Shantae is a really good example of what a rare game is, because it's so crazy rare, that game, and it's insane prices on eBay. I won't obviously talk about. It had many great exclusives. I think I just like you could play Super Mario Bros. On that thing as well, and Donkey Kong Country from Rare. It was just, oh man, I just love this handheld so much. It was just truly outstanding for its time and right timing of when to upgrade the hardware, and it was just fun. The fact you could play your old Game Boy games on that thing with a multiple color combination when you start up the handheld off the screen, boing, you can just change it from blue, lime green, red, purple, anytime you like. Obviously when you have to boot it up, and it will play your old Game Boy games as well, so that's even better. And yes, that's why it deserves to be at number 4, the Game Boy Color. Thank you. And multiple colors. The Game Boy Advance, my favorite handheld from my awesome childhood. Oh my goodness, yes. I remember, I'll tell you a story. Me and my friend up north, we went in line to pre-order this console, handheld, sorry I meant to say. And yes, we got some good games. I remember I bought Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I think my mate owned the Super Mario Bros. 2 from the Super Mario All-Stars game. But the cool thing is it had like voice sample functionality on the actual handheld, which was great. And what I like about this unique little handheld is if you get the GameCube Game Boy player, you can actually play your GBA games on a bigger screen. So it's very similar to the Super Game Boy, which was absolutely an awesome feature, man. I really love this thing. It's universally appealing. It's got multi-functions. You can watch videos in very low quality. You can use a trading card system, with the e-reader. It was so timeless. It was so brilliantly... innovation was a really good suit for Nintendo's philosophy, and it was just amazing. And the amount of great exclusives you can get on this awesome little handheld is just spellbinding. There's so many great games. I love the Double Dragon, the remake on this thing, and it was amazing, guys. And I love what's the other one? Tony Hawk Pro Skater, you know, that was so fun. That was originally a PlayStation game, but now on the Game Boy Advance, smallest cartridge. And it also, guys, you can play the old Game Boy games on the thing, and even though it sticked out a little bit too far, but hey, that was a beautiful charm of it, and you can play Game Boy Color, and that's it. Really good, excellent stuff, guys, and that's why I like this handheld so much. Man, the Sega Game Gear, that is so old school. What a great handheld this was. This was a feature in one of the old movies I remember watching. What was it? Surf Ninjas. Yeah, the kid was controlling these ninjas with a Game Gear. This is friggin' influential. Brilliant. Sega were fantastic back in there. They're still great down to this day, in my personal gaming opinion. And what I like about this awesome handheld, guys, is it had a unique functions. You can actually you can actually watch TV shows on the Game Gear. Yeah, the analog thing, you know, obviously now everything's gone to digital, but it had a little cool antenna that you could watch. I remember watching Neighbours back in the old 90s, man. And I used to remember passing the Game Gear along to my mates to see if we complete Sonic 1 in each stage, and we could do like speed runs and playing a lot of awesome games like Sonic and, you know, Master of Darkness. And obviously I did mention it in my previous top 10 for the best gaming console. This is obviously has the same architecture as the Sega Master System, but shrunken down in a video game washing machine that went weird, psycho, and this is what you get. Yeah, I will treasure this awesome handheld for the rest of my life, guys. It totally deserves it. All hail Sega for this. Well done. You are truly great. Thank you. There it is, guys! The almighty Game Boy with its Game Boy muscles. This is officially the best, greatest handheld that Nintendo has ever perceived, thanks to Gunpei Yokoi's beautiful mind, who created this, who also did the Virtual Boy and all the other great stuff. And yes, it's thanks to him I still love the Game Boy to this day. It's just such a beautiful simplicity of how you can create these elegant, wonderfully made games on a little microchrome screen, and it was lovely to see. There's the amount of great games you can get on this thing. I remember playing Mario Land, and the timeless tunes. And what I really love about the Game Boy, if you go buy Robocop on the Game Boy. It's one of the best games on the Game Boy, especially with awesome music composed by Jonathan Dunn, who is basically the composer from Ocean. He is awesome. Especially, you'll see the footage now. When you play the Robocop on the Game Boy, it was just a great port of the arcade game. And I remember telling my mum, you know, like, oh look, there's Nintendo released the Game Boy camera, and I was so impressed of how you could take selfies on a Game Boy. That was just absolutely amazing. And it truly, alright, it was a gimmick, but Nintendo were great at, you know, innovation to make things more exciting for the retro gaming fans. And I am really happy to say that I would definitely say to you guys is I'm really going to create some more music from the Game Boy synthesizer sound chip, because I adore the sound chip, I adore the graphics. It didn't have to be powerful, and that's why it annihilated everybody, including the Game Gear, it annihilated the Atari Lynx, and you could see why. It was cheap, it was only 90 quid, and Nintendo had a rip-roaring success with the greatest handheld in their video game history. You can use a link cable to play Tetris on this thing, multiplayer. Do you know what was really cool about the Game Boy? It could survive a bomb blast. That's how cool this, you know, especially the white outer shell, you know, and you can still play Tetris intact when it was melted all around the shell. It was just wow. It could withstand heat, intense heat. That was crazy, man. If only you know what my dream is, guys, to actually go to the Nintendo New York store and actually see the actual melted Game Boy on the display shelf, you know, as a history reminder of how great this awesome handheld was. And that's why, guys, it deserves to be a number 1, the awesome mighty Game Boy. Thank you guys for watching this awesome top 5 video. If you enjoyed this video, guys, remember to please like, comment, and subscribe. And as Retrodude says, retro forever. And I'll see you guys in the next Ace Top 10 or Top 5 video. Take care, guys.